Hello friends, this is Gautham Kolluri from CIP Study Abroad. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and founder director of CIP Study Abroad. Welcome to our live QA session. Today I am going to try a different software, so please bear with me for a few minutes. So this is Simulcast or a multi-streaming platform which is called Melon, and I'm using it to stream it to Facebook page, to groups, and also to our YouTube channel. So experimenting, so please bear with me. And there is an option out here to share your screen and also to invite guests. So looking into the options to start. Okay. Yeah, I see it is working out here. So let's see. So I'll see if I can use Zoom session with this, the traditional Zoom session, what we have used. So I can post a link and we'll see if it works out here. So well, I guess the Zoom session would probably be without the video because this app would also be using the video out here. So interesting to see how it works out. So well, I guess the Zoom session would probably be without the video because this app would also be using the video. So I guess, but there's interesting times, not the best times with the COVID, but again, there are some positive, advantages with the COVID. And one thing what we see here is the opportunity to, use technology to reach out to thousands of people across the world. So, as you know, CIP, we have a very strong social platform, and we have many people joining us and talking to us out here. So if you have any queries, please join the Zoom session. I have posted the link in our FB group, and I'm here for the next couple of hours, and glad to discuss all your queries. I'd like to try this app. If anybody can join me. Hello, Naveen. This is a app, and if you don't mind, can Jagjeet or any of you join through this app and we can try this? It's an invite, and you can actually directly join the live streaming session through the Melon app. Good evening, Sarah. How are you doing, Sarah? Sibin, I posted a link on our Facebook group. It is a Melon app. Can you just click in and join through that app and see how it works?
Melon app, sir?
Yes, Melon. I posted on our live on a Facebook group under the video, or I can actually share it in the Skype to you.
Let me check it.
Yeah. So we were previously using a software called Live Leap, which could actually stream our live session to all our Facebook groups. But unfortunately, something's wrong and it is not working. And I had to look for alternatives, and I found this app. So I'll just put it here. I sent you the invite. Can you join, Sivan? And also we have some, okay, I have some questions here. Good morning, Joseph and Tahir Khan. What type of session is this? Tahir, I am a regulated immigration consultant, and I previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College. So this live session is about all your queries for immigration and study in Canada. Okay. And I have a question here from Roki Singh. Visa applied on 1st February. Okay. So all the people who have joined the Loom session, can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, please post a short intro message. Hi, my name is Anmol. Hi, I'm Naveen, and I'm Anna. And then we can take it forward from there, okay? And we can discuss the questions as per the order of the post received. Okay, so I have a question here on YouTube from Roki Singh. Roki has applied visa on the 1st of February, biometric on the 10th of February. Yes, Sivan, I can see you, and I have invited you here into the live stream as well. So yeah, so Roki has applied visa on the 1st of February, biometric on the 10th of February, and medical update on the 16th of review started. So by how long can expect the decision? Well, Roki, this is $1 million question. Once you have your review started, sometimes it's on the same day. Sometimes if there is extensive review, it might take time. So I'm hoping that you will be on the lucky side and you will get your decisions hopefully today. Okay, so let's hope things will work out for you, and I wish you good luck. I'm hoping to hear good news from you. So might be today, and if there is some extensive checking, might take some time as well. Okay, so Patel Yamin. Hello, Patel. Good morning, Patel. How are you? Yeah. Siban, can you switch on your video and see how it works, just to see it? Siban? Yeah, Siban is typing something in the screen, but yeah. So I have a question here on Zoom from Pratyusha. Pratyusha, Pratyusha, can you talk about? So Pratyusha, hello. Yeah, Pratyusha, I cannot hear you, but yes, if you already have a bachelor's degree or a diploma from New Zealand, some institutions do exempt students. So you can definitely apply. Do reach out to our CIP team, and we'll be happy to help you with the application process. Okay. However, if you are applying from New Zealand, it might be tough with the visa because if you're applying from your home country, it might it's easy to show your ties. But if you are applying from we have many approvals from the US, but again from Australia and from New Zealand, a high visa refusal rate. And I actually read Recently, one student shared me the refusal letter on the GCMS notes, and the visa officer actually made a note, made a point stating that the student is in New Zealand, and there are many education institutions available in New Zealand, and the visa officer is not convinced the reason why the applicant would actually come and study here. So, tricky situation, but again, unfortunately, sometimes it works out, sometimes not. We've always seen exceptions. So yeah, I would definitely advise you to give it a try. Okay.
Natasha Nayar joined.
Okay. So Alan Nick from YouTube. Alan, hi Gautham. What is the best way to apply for a spousal work permit, together with partner study permit or separately? Uh, Alan, see, if you're applying for a study visa, it is a temporary resident visa, and you have to demonstrate ties to your home country. And if you have your spouse also applying, then it's difficult to demonstrate ties to your home country. So from this perspective, it is always safe to apply. The primary applicant is the student, and once the primary applicant student's visa is approved, then you can apply for your spouse. Generally, for spouse open work permit, we advise prospective candidates to apply once the primary applicant, who is the student, starts the studies, and you can provide the enrollment letter and also a proof that the student is enrolled and actively enrolled under full-time international students. We've had an instance, I quote this most of the time. We had a student who was approved visa for Concordia University a couple of years ago, and the student applied. He was still in his home country, and the student applied for his visa, wife's spouse visa, and unfortunately the visa was refused, spouse open work applicant. And the reason the visa officer mentioned was that though the student has a valid study visa, he has, however, not started his studies. As such, he is not active in international student, not enrolled and actively pursuing studies. As such, his spouse is not eligible for the spouse open work permit. So, by law, if you are applying for the spouse open work permit, that one of the requirement is that the spouse is enrolled and actively pursuing studies. So, rare situations, I have seen many students who have been approved after their primary applicant, who is the spouse, who is the student, have been approved visas. But again, sometimes these exceptions happen. So, Alan, definitely I would suggest you to, if you, again, I don't know your nationality, and I don't really know your travel history. But again, if you are from, if you are from Europe, then things might be easy. If you're a European national passport holder, if you have extensive travel history, you can definitely try it. For example, I was also an international student in Canada many years ago. I had extensive travel history, and I applied together with my spouse and my two kids, and we were approved visa together. So we all flew to Canada together. So definitely possible. So if you have extensive travel history, yes, please, you can try it. But again, if not, I would definitely advise you to play safe. Okay. Natasha Nair. Natasha, do you have any questions, Natasha? I can share you the link so that we can talk. Yeah? Okay. So I'll switch to Zoom here. If, yeah, okay. Yes, yeah, Pratyusha, yes, Nama, please go ahead and we can discuss. Can you hear me, Pratyusha? Okay. Yeah, I don't see your microphone. Looks like some issue with your microphone out there. I don't see the microphone. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Pratyusha.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So,
Pratyusha, go ahead.
mhm.
Go ahead.
So my question is, my question is, I have graduated from New Zealand, and I came back to India and got stuck. So I'm trying to apply for Canada visa without IELTS. Is that possible? Like getting the visa approval is like the rate of getting the visa approval without the IELTS. So I would like to know. Like,
okay. So two things, Patricia,
ratio.
right? Admission is one challenge, and second, your study visa is another perspective, right? It's a two issue situations which we have to consider. Okay, so from this perspective, Emma, we can definitely we can definitely assist you with the admission. No issues. There are some institutions which accept students if they have studied a diploma program or a bachelor's in New Zealand, UK, US, Australia. We can get admission without the IELTS. But from the visa perspective, if you're applying from India, remember you are applying under the SDS category, right? So from this perspective, it is very important for you to have your IELTS. I don't think it is not an issue for you to get your IELTS test, right? You've already been abroad, your English is good. So yes, we can help you with from the admission perspective. We colleges will exempt you. Some colleges will exempt you with the English proficiency requirements, the IELTS test. But from the visa perspective, it is definitely advisable, especially since you are India and Indian nationals are approved to apply under the SDS category. Yeah, it's advisable for you to have at least 6 IELTS. So, what did you study in New Zealand, Pratyusha?
Hotel management.
Hotel management. So did you go after your grade 12 or after your bachelor's?
After my diploma, after my graduation in hotel management, I went there to do my diploma in hotel management.
Okay. Do you have any work experience?
Yes, I do. I worked as a manager in the store, but not like related to the field, actual field, like not as a chef or something like that, but like a manager in a food court, like food store.
Not really in a proper hospitality, right? More about.
No. Yeah, more about the store, not the hospitality.
Okay. See, so from the perspective, if you want to choose a program, it should not be a repetition of what you've studied in New Zealand. So the program you studied in New Zealand, is it a postgraduate program?
Yes.
Right. So if you already studied postgraduate program, right, you can also look into other. What I would advise you, Amma, is one, try to get a job. Okay. Since you already have a bachelor's in hospitality, since you already have a postgraduate diploma from New Zealand in hospitality, it doesn't really make sense for you to choose a program again, which is a repetition of what you have studied. Investing your time and money in a program might be difficult. So a very unfortunate situation. We have many students who studied in New Zealand, and unfortunately they've not been able to get. Most students, international students, it is a reality that the plan is study, work, and live, and unfortunately it did not work out in New Zealand. So my advice for you is try to get some work experience in India, and based on the program, on your work experience, you can choose a different program. For example, you are, maybe you're working as a business administration or a HR or a marketing. Try to get some work experience, at least 1 year work experience, and based on that, try to go for a program. How old are you, Pratyusha?
Yeah, Yeah, 28.
28. Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not yet married, right? Yeah, time definitely is a
No.
pain point here. And which city are you from?
Mhm. Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Do connect with my office, and we'll be,
Sure.
we'd love to help you. You have international travel history, you have international education, but again, uh, we could, from the education perspective, you will definitely have to advisable to choose a program which is not a repetition of what you have previously studied, and it should be
Yeah.
it should be a higher credential. Okay, maybe an
Yes,
MBA program.
I understand.
Yeah, maybe an MBA program would be a good option for you as well, right? It's a higher credential and different from what you have studied. Okay, you might actually consider.
Yeah, but the thing, yeah, I can consider, but there are some people like not on in Google saying that like if you differ, if you're applying for a different program than what your education background is, then your chances of getting the visa will be slimmed. And like there will be a query like, why did you suddenly change your stream altogether?
Yeah, Pratyusha, MBA is eligible. When you have MBA is one of those degrees which you can always justify. Yeah, what is an MBA? Right, MBA. Yeah, MBA is MBA is for people who are looking to move into a senior level position. If you started your career entry level, see, MBA is Master of Business Administration. So if you're in any business background, if you are planning to do a career in business, and any business requires an MBA education, so it's definitely a good option to invest your time and money, because from the perspective what you just mentioned, if you're looking at the same question, right? You already have a bachelor's in hospitality, and you already have a postgraduate diploma in hospitality. So what again would you study? Would it make sense investing your time and money in a program if you already have an international degree from New Zealand in hospitality, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nama. Yeah, reach out to my team, and we will we'll be happy to help you. So I have a question here from Srinivas Reddy Pasara. Anyone from YouTube, if you'd like to join, I will copy the invite and you can join the live session. This is the invite here. Okay. And I posted it in the link. So if any of you, I see Natasha and a couple of other people also here with video. Murtaza here. Murtaza, can you join, Murtaza? So Murtaza is one of our students who has from Rajkot, Gujarat, and he has acceptance. He's already applied, and he has acceptance to Conestoga College, and also yeah. Murtaza, so you are yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
Okay, so your question is about the different education credentials, right? You have acceptance from Conestoga College for web design development. It is a 2-year program, and you also have an acceptance from Centennial College for artificial intelligence, but it is a fast track program. So let me share you a screen. So if you're looking at Conestoga College, this is one.
Link joined.
Conestoga College is located in Waterloo. It is, my home turf. I actually worked in Conestoga College. It is one of the top colleges for IT. This college is located in Waterloo, Toronto, and Waterloo. It is about 112 kilometers. This is considered as the technology corridor of Canada. Okay. Murtaza, can you talk? I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Hello.
Okay, so
Hello.
let me share the screen here. So if you see the Conestoga College Web Design and Development, right? So this is a full-time graduate certificate program. So graduate certificate program, if you see the admission requirements, this is for students who already have a bachelor's education. I hope you guys can see the screen. Yeah. So if you see the requirement here, the admission requirement is a 2-year or 3-year diploma or a degree in computer science, information technology, or computer programming. Okay, so a 2-year diploma or a degree and a bachelor's degree is required for this program. And if you do not have a relevant education, 3 years of work experience is required. So for example, there are many students who studied business but eventually moved into IT and have 3 years plus of experience meets the requirement. So if you're looking at, so this is a graduate certificate program and the admission requirement is a bachelor's education and you will study bachelor's program. If you look at Centennial College, the other college where you have the acceptance is Centennial College Artificial Intelligence Fast Track Program. So fast track program, I think we've discussed this when I actually, when we were discussing. So fast track program is an undergraduate 3-year program. Okay, if you see fast track program, if the software engineering technology. So in Canada, this is very, it is a concept, the college's concept is very limited to Canada. And a technology, if you see any program which says technology in a college, for example, in your situation, it is a software engineering technology, right? So this is a 3-year undergraduate program. Okay, so if you see the screen here, let me just share you the screen. So it is a 3-year undergraduate program, and the admission requirements are, a diploma or a degree in computer science. So what exactly is it? Is similar to the concept in some of the polytech colleges in India. Okay, if you actually studied a diploma, you directly go into the 2nd year of a bachelor's degree, the same year for a fast track program. Okay, this fast track program, artificial intelligence, for example, so this is software technology, but artificial intelligence fast track program, this program is, this program is for students who already have a bachelor's degree, and you will directly go into the 2nd year of a 3-year undergraduate diploma. So this is an undergraduate diploma. This is not a postgraduate program, but again, you are studying a new artificial intelligence. So there are many students who have bachelor's, and because most students want to study in Toronto because of the part-time opportunities at a big city experience. So from this perspective, many students do go to Centennial College Fast Track program, even if it is an undergraduate program. So from the job perspective, not much difference. For an employer, it is important for you to have the required skills, but it should be fine. Okay. So I have a question. I'm switching on to Zoom here, and okay. Anna Maria. Anna, are you here, Mana?
Hello.
Anna Maria Di Rama.
Hi, yes.
Hello, Anna.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good evening. Are you from Philippines, Anna?
Yeah, yes, I'm from Philippines.
Are you in touch with my? Are you in touch with Princess Sarah from?
Sarah. Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so how can I help? How can I help you? What is your profile, Anna?
Yeah, first of all, I'm a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, but my experience is more on accounting. So is it possible that I can take accounting course?
So, Anna, what is your age and when did you graduate your Bachelor in Computer Science?
Yeah, I'm 38 now.
You're 38.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. And your work experience, so how many years have you been working as a
I'm
bookkeeper?
a freelance bookkeeper for 12 years already, and for virtual assistant is for almost 5 years already.
Okay, that's good. See, you have extensive work experience and you can definitely choose a program related to accounting. But the challenge is, again, again, for you, it is not just study, it is study, work, and live for many international students. As you know, Canada is welcoming, and I think I today shared one of a post where recently Honorable Minister Mendicino, Minister of Immigration, mentioned clearly that he made a statement saying that we just don't want students to come to Canada, we want them to stay. So Canada is giving an official pathway for international students to stay post study. So from this perspective, again, you will have to look at the provinces where they have PNP options, because you are 38. Under the federal program, you will be losing the federal skilled worker program, or also for the CEC, you will be losing points. So you will need a PNP option if you post-study, if you want to live in Canada. So have you checked any institutions, universities and colleges with accounting program?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so any relatives here in Canada?
Yeah, I have a cousin in Alberta, a first degree cousin in Alberta.
Okay. So, well, Alberta is definitely and would you be interested to go to Alberta, or would you be interested to consider other provinces as well?
I'm interested in Toronto also and in Quebec, but I think it's hard to go to Quebec right now.
Okay. See, in Toronto, we work with York University. York University is the third largest university in Canada by enrollment, and we work with a program. Let me share your screen. We work with a very good program, which is, just give me a second. I don't want to close. I'll show you this program, York University accounting program. So there are two options: York University Accountant Postgraduate Certificate in Accounting. Have you checked this program? No? Hello? Okay, so there's a postgraduate certificate program in accounting program, which would be definitely a good option for you. Okay, so Anna, I think we lost you for a second, Anna.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, we lost you for a second.
So first, I applied for fan show, but it's for culinary, and Sarah told me it's hard to get that degree because it's not related.
It's not
to my work
relevant,
experience.
definitely not a good choice, Anna. So what I suggest is, if you are in accounting, there are two options. Okay, I've lost you. I was actually sharing you the screen, but have a look at this program. So this is York University Postgraduate. We work with York University, and they have very good programs. So this program, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you see this program here, the postgraduate certificate in accounting. So there are two programs. One is an entry-level postgraduate certificate in accounting program, and for students who previously have studied, a bachelor in commerce, and if there are few programs, subjects which are mandatory. But again, this is a good program for you. If you see this program, so this program is a postgraduate certificate in accounting. It is a one-year academic program. And the tuition fees is about $16,000. Okay. Yeah. And there's also another program which is advanced accounting as well. So advanced accounting is, if you see the tuition fees out here, so the postgraduate certificate in accounting program, the tuition fees is 15,000, just like any other colleges. Okay, it is available for May intake and September intake, but York University does not exempt Filipino students IELTS English proficiency test. So you need to take your IELTS or Duolingo to apply for this program. Okay. The second program, which is also available, is the postgraduate certificate in advanced accounting program. So this is also a higher accounting program, higher level accounting program for students who already have a bachelor's degree in commerce. It is $17,000, but it is a higher credential program. So this program is also interesting. This is for students who have a bachelor's education. And if you see this career path, this is, let me show you. It's a pathway for CPA, right? If you see this, it is a pathway for CPA, Chartered Professionals Accountants of Canada. So students, entry-level students who do not have IELTS or who do not have a bachelor's degree in commerce like you start with a postgraduate certificate in accounting. And after completing the first level of accounting, you can enroll into the second level of accounting, postgraduate certificate in advanced professional accounting. Then you are eligible for the CPA PEP modules and the CPA final exam. Okay, very good program. I'll share you the link of the first and the first program, which probably, because you do not have a bachelor's degree, this might be more apt for you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so
Yes. Also, is it possible for me to bring my 2 kids even without a spouse?
See, in theory, yes, definitely possible to bring in your kids, but again, you are a full-time student, and how would you manage your children and your full-time studies?
Is it possible that I can also work from online? I still have a virtual assistant. Can I also do that?
Yes, you can do that. Moms are superhumans. Mom, she has to be a good mom. She has to be a good wife. She has to be a good student, a professional. So I'm not sure how you're planning to, it's not going to be easy coming to a new country. You are studying in a new program, right? And then you're coming to a new country. You're studying full time. You have 2 kids to take care, and you also have a virtual job. Okay. Yes, so the question is, we will definitely be happy to help you here, but the challenge is, convincing the visa officer that you have the sufficient time and funds. Like you can definitely, we've had instances. I have seen many students who have come with the siblings. In fact, I have come here with my wife and my 2 kids many years ago. So definitely, in theory and in practical, it is definitely possible. But again, as I just mentioned, one of the first questions asked in the YouTube was, if it's a risk when you have your family also coming with you, it is difficult to demonstrate ties to your home country, right? Study visa is a temporary visa. So give it a try, and, you have to do what you have to do. So kids, very important, they are the reason why we're living and working hard. So we can definitely give it a try. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Anna. Yes.
I have a question too. Can I ask?
Yes. Who is this?
This is Sonam Kataria from Andaman, Gujarat.
Okay. What is your name? Sorry, Sonam.
I said Sonam Kataria. Yes.
Yes, please. Yeah, please go ahead.
I have first question is that I have applied for main to Conestoga College for health administration. I just applied a couple of days ago, and they say that for visa application, the deadline is 31st of March. So is it possible to get the LOA within this short period of time, or how should I go forward?
So you have applied for which, for Conestoga College, which program?
Health administration.
So you have applied for the health administration, which intake with you?
I said May intake.
May intake. See, we are getting decisions now very fast, and to be honest, there is definitely an opportunity out here. But again, what I would suggest you is to, what I would definitely suggest you is to consider a backup option. Okay. For example, if you,
What did you say? Consider what?
a backup option in case you do not get your visa for May,
Yes.
you can defer to September intake. But in Conestoga, the deferral policy, they cannot guarantee your visa. If the program is open, they will give you acceptance. If the program is not open, they will give you acceptance to the next available intake. For example, okay, you submitted your application and it is already May and you do not have your acceptance, right? So what do? You reach out to Conestoga College and you request them, I have not received my visa, so kindly request you to defer my acceptance to the next intake, which is September intake. Conestoga College comes back to you and says, sorry, we don't have seats. If they have seats, yes, they will process your application deferral to September intake. But if the program is already, because Conestoga College opens about 8 to 10 months before the start date, Conestoga is already accepting for January 22 now, right? They will shortly be accepting for January 22. So from this perspective, you will have to look into if September intake is closed, they will give you for January intake.
Okay, and so if I receive LOA and I have submitted my fees and GIC everything, but my visa is in process, so can I start the intake or I am not allowed to start the
Yes,
intake?
as per the recent updates, IRCC and the Minister Mendicino has clearly updated that international students who have submitted their online application can start their studies online. Okay, you can definitely study online. And have you applied through CIP, Sana?
Sorry, sir. What is that?
Yeah, if you need any help, reach out. I previously worked in Conestoga, and we are one of the top recruiters for Conestoga. We have about 150 to 200 students every year in Conestoga College. We provide free, processing, study visa processing, and also I do not charge any legal fees for your spouse open work permit in case you are
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. My main concern is that actually I have a kid and it's a toddler, 1.5 year old, and I do not wish to go, alone. So is there a possibility?
See, I was just talking to one of our prospective students from Philippines, right? So again, it is in theory, yes, you can, but again, you will have to prove additional funds, and how, especially online is easy. As of now, if you're studying online, you can take care of your family. But again, if September, because of the vaccines, there's also a possibility that September will be online, will be in class, right? So what will you do in that situation?
Yes. So if the September is on campus, can I request them to study September intake online, or I have to travel there to study?
Online? See, if it's online studies have officially started, then there's no option for you. You have to study in campus, right? Then that is going to be difficult. See, online is only a temporary measure to support international students due to the COVID. Right, due to the COVID pandemic, the government has permitted Canadian institutions to move full-time education online. But once the vaccines situation gets under control, the pandemic comes under control due to the vaccines. If colleges move back to in class, you have no online studies is no longer an option.
Okay, sir. So, can you help me with that spouse dependent visa? How can we apply it together? And
again, as I just mentioned, spouse, Sonam, you unfortunately, again, you're applying for a temporary visa. Okay, if you want to apply with your spouse and your child together, it is very difficult to demonstrate ties to your home country. Okay, it is very difficult. Yes, it is very difficult to demonstrate ties to your home country. A high risk of visa refusal. If you understand that, yeah. But again, see, it's important. What is important for you? Going to Canada or going to Canada with your family? because yeah, I understand we want the best of the best of all the situation, but again in this situation, but again you have to think logically. Okay, since you are applying through CIP, please reach out. Which city are you from?
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. I have an office in Ahmedabad. Please reach out to Krunal in my team. My office in Ahmedabad is in Paldi, Mahalakshmi Mandir ke paas jo hai na, Paldi Panch Rasta. I have an office there. Talk to Krunal. Krunal is a very knowledgeable person. Krunal and Adiba and Nambika. Krunal's wife has approved to York University, and he will probably be soon coming to Canada as well. So do reach out to my team. We will discuss in detail. But again, remember, this is not just about study. It's your effort as a medical. You are trying to come here. You want to get Canadian education. You want to get Canadian work experience, and post study you want to have an opportunity to live in Canada. So unfortunately, yes, for it's a big sacrifice, especially for students, adult students who have families, to leave their kids and spouses and come to Canada for a certain time and then proceed with studies. So we will discuss this in detail later on. Okay.
Can they come on visitor visa? Is that the possibility? If visitor visa starts, if they start issuing visitor visa,
why would they get visitor visa if they would not? If the risk is same, if for a visitor visa or a spouse open work permit, the risk of refusal is still the same. Okay, there is no shortcut. Unfortunately, you will have to take a decision on this. We will talk in detail after the live session. Okay, we can connect tomorrow and we can talk.
Hello?
Yeah, how can I connect to you, sir? I mean, is there a way I can connect to you?
Yeah, I told you we have an office in Ahmedabad, and when you go to the office, talk to Krunal, and then we'll have we'll have a conference call on WhatsApp together with my team. Okay. So how we work is basically we have offices, but we are a strong virtual platform. We have students from not just India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, but all over the world applying to us. So we delegate a personal manager who will help you with the process. In your situation, it might be Adiba, it might be Krunal, since you are in the Ahmedabad, since you are in Ahmedabad. They will take care of the whole process. We will personally discuss. I am in touch with all our students. Yes, because of the high workload and the time difference, it's not possible for me to answer every short query. So that is the reason you have an entry personal manager who will help you with all your basic queries. And if there is anything the personal manager is not able to answer, you can always reach out to me. For students who are applying through CIP, every day from morning 9 to 10:30, I am in here online in Zoom, and it's my virtual office. You can just knock and say, Gautham sir, this is Soumya, and I want to talk. Okay. But again, obviously, there'll be other people also who are waiting to talk. But again, I'm available every day. And my students, especially CIP students who are applying, you can always reach out to me every day. You have a personal manager who can connect with me and do it, who can apply. So no issues. Yeah, you feel free to connect with me. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, please hold on. Yeah, so I am actually following, as per so all the people who have joined our live session, kindly request you to post a short intro message. Red and Anmol, hi, this is Red. I have a message from Red. Yes, Red, how are you, Red?
Hello. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the letter of acceptance from Conestoga, but is there like a chance that one won't go through? Because I've already started writing the letter of explanation as to why I want that program.
But no, again, you are our CIP student and you are applying to Conestoga College through CIP. You are from Philippines and you have applied to the program. Conestoga College, by enrollment, is the largest college in Ontario, and the processing time is about 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, I don't expect that as students from Philippines, diversity is important, and many institutions will be happy to give acceptance to students from different countries. So please, yeah, so no issues with that. Okay, so no issues, should be fine. Have patience, and I'm positive that we will be if you meet the admission requirements, we will get your acceptance letter.
All right. Also, I have questions regarding the financial support. Like, how do we detail it? Like, do we have to make? I saw that some people have to make notarized letters.
Not really. It's not notarized letters, not really mandatory, especially if it is your parents supporting. But again, it is an official statement from your parents stating that they will support you financial. So from the financial, again, Philippines, India and Filipino students are eligible under the SDS. It is your choice if you want to apply under the SDS or not SDS. If you apply under the SDS program, you have to pay the 1-year tuition fees and the GIC. If you are applying under the non-SDS, you have to pay 1-year tuition fees, advisable, and then show funds that you have sufficient funds to pay the whole tuition fees of the program, and also the living expenses. I would definitely advise you to apply under the SDS program because of the faster visa processing times and higher visa approval rate. Okay, so yeah, so basically your parents' bank statements to financial proof of source of funds, proof and source of funds. So if you are employed, you have your savings, your parents are employed, right? They have an employment letter of your parents and your employment letter, and then and bank statements showing the amount in your bank statement. If you have consistent source of funds, you can show a minimum of 6 months of bank statement. If you do not have consistent funds, then you can show a bank balance summary statement.
All right.
Okay.
Do I still have to show my bank account because my parents are paying for everything?
It's your choice. Again, if you have funds in your accounts, you can show. If not, if your parents are sponsoring, your parents can show.
All right. Because there's I've only started working recently, so that's why there isn't any money. There's hardly any money in my bank account as my parents are paying for everything.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Then we can show your parents' employment letter and your parents' bank statements. That should be fine, Joshua.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah.
So everything else fine, Joshua, at home?
Oh. Yeah, it is. We're just worried about the application from Conestoga because that's the only program that I see that
should be fine. Don't stress unnecessarily. Yeah. You have good academics. You have, you meet the requirements, so it should be fine.
All right. Oh, we also got an actual English translation for the diploma. Like, it's the authorized by of the high school diploma. Like, do we still need to submit that one because we already submitted another English translation?
No, if any of the documents are missing, you would receive an email from Conestoga College stating that some documents are missing. So if we have already uploaded, then it should be fine. Okay.
All right. They haven't contacted me regarding any missing emails. Like, the only thing that was missing was apparently my middle name.
Yeah. So other than that, we don't have an update on that. Okay. So guys, when you're in Canada, I just wanted to show there's a call which is a potential fraud. Let me just put it here. It's just for all the students who are coming in here. Please be careful, new students. Sometimes you receive calls saying that they are from the immigration or from CRA, Canada Revenue Agency, that your social security number has compromised or you worked more hours, and they would ask you money or some nonsense. So don't be worried about that. These are scam calls. Just don't talk to them. Cut off the call. CRA will never call. Canada Immigration will never call people when here in Canada. Okay. So I have a question here on YouTube. My brother is coming on study visa to Canada for May intake for Conestoga College. As his course is online, can he travel to Alberta instead of Ontario, as I will be there to support him until his course is online? I think I remember a post from Conestoga College which clearly mentioned that if the student is coming here to study in Ontario, he has to land here and he has to finish quarantine here. And after finishing his quarantine, he can travel to Alberta. Akash. Okay. So this is what I remember from a communication which we officially received from Conestoga College. Do check in with Conestoga College, but I think since your brother is coming to Conestoga College, makes sense for him to stay here. But again, justifies your you want to support your brother. You are in Alberta. Do reach out to the college, explain the situation, have your brother email the college, and if they permit, have the email with you, and when you arrive in Canada, show this to the CBSE officer so they have no concerns about it. Okay, so have a written communication, reach out to Conestoga College, explain them the situation that your brother, you are here in Canada, in Alberta, and you would want to support your brother to stay with you since the studies are online. Okay.
Hello, Gautham Kolluri sir.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a question. Even I have posted in this chat box.
Yes, please. Yeah.
So, how much do I need to show, even though I have a full funding from the university side, especially for PhD program?
Okay, so yes, Shravan, congratulations. Which university do you have funding, Shravan?
University of Quebec. $19,000 they are going to provide. The tuition fees is like after exemption, it's around $5,000 per year.
So $19,000, tuition fees is $5,000. Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I have seen some students who had applied for PhD and they had full funding and still they were refused visa. It is very important for you, even though you have full funding, my advice for you would be to show at least the first year's fees and the living expenses, GIC, mandatory. Okay, go for a GIC, $10,000, which is mandatory, Shravan, since you will be applying under the SDS category. Do you have your English course, Shravan?
Yes.
Okay, which university you mentioned? Sorry, which university do you have PhD acceptance?
University of Quebec, Chicotam.
Okay, University of Quebec. And what is your research project?
Numerical computation of aircraft pricing.
Interesting. Congratulations. That's nice. Yeah. Try to show funds. If you at least for your first year living expenses, GIC, and your first year tuition fees, that would be very helpful. Okay.
So do I need to pay first year tuition fee, or how could I show the funds? Of course, GIC and all I will pay, and what else?
See, you can definitely reach out to your university. If they require any payment from you, you can pay because under the SDS category, if you're applying to submit under the SDS, the requirement is to pay your 1 year tuition fees and your living expenses.
Okay.
Right.
And one more question. Actually, today I contacted CIP office, Hyderabad, but they said that they are not going to process my application since I did by myself.
Yeah. So again, Shravan, we'd love to help students, but again, we have our challenges as well. So getting back, every visa application takes about 10 to 15 hours.
Okay.
Right? It's not rocket science. If students insist a legal submission, then as a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, I can prepare a case submission. But again, it takes a lot of time as well. And again, I am in Canada, and you have to understand the Canadian salaries and the wages out here, right? So for students who want to apply through CIP with a legal representation, we do it with a very nominal charge of $250 plus taxes. There are many immigration consultants, there are many lawyers who charge $2,000 to $3,000 just to submit a study permit application, because it really takes a lot of time, right? For students who are in other home countries, in India, they would probably expect, okay, it's just 10 hours, what's the big deal? But 10 hours in India and 10 hours in Canada has a different, remuneration, remuneration. So we'll be happy to help you. Reach out to me. It's no big deal. You can submit, and statement of purpose and the financials are important. Reach out to me with your statement of purpose. I will check it, and you can personally submit, and you can proceed and submit. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. See, one of the reasons why we advise our students to apply through consultants, especially, for PhD universities do not work with consultants, but for colleges and some of the universities, we are paid for our services. So if a student is directly applying, they have to spend many hours, months of their time researching and experimenting. They're actually experimenting with their application because this is the first time. We do it on a daily basis, and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. So, the student does not pay us any money. We are paid by our partner colleges and universities, and it is a win-win situation. Second, for students who are applying through CIP, we have already been paid by our partner colleges and universities. We provide them extensive support. Anytime during the stay, they can reach out to me for any legal advice, for any study permit extension, we will do it for free. Postgraduate work permit, we will advise and we will support the students for free. Even for immigration, we will mentor and support them for free. Right? If you come to Canada, even a legal advice for a lawyer would cost at least $100 to $200 for a short 30-minute legal consultation. So, since we are paid by our partner colleges and universities, we provide extensive support for our students.
Okay, thanks for confirmation.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Can I please ask my query, sir? I'm waiting since last 40 minutes, sir.
If you don't mind, please, can I just follow? I have a question here. I'm following the question as per the order received in our chat. The next question I have here from Kajal Kothari. Kajal, are you here, Kajal?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, how are you?
Yes, Kajal, I'm good. Kajal, how are you?
I'm good as well. I've been in conversation with you and Krunal. You've been very helpful, and even Krunal has been very helpful. So thank you so much for this. And I'm interested for a cloud computing course in Loyalist College.
Okay.
So first of all, I need a clarity. I am in Dubai. I'll be moving to India to get my biometrics and everything done. But my husband will still be in Dubai. So in order to justify the home ties, how do we mention it, and what would be the procedure towards it?
Yeah, I remember talking to you and your husband, right? Remind me your husband's name?
Anmol.
Anmol, yeah. So, Kajal, applying from Dubai, what we see recently is a very high visa refusal rate, Kajal. So, from this perspective, again, you are an Indian national and you can apply from India under STS. Okay. For your husband, unfortunately, if he is employed in Dubai and if he'll be applying from Dubai, again, as I mentioned, it is difficult to demonstrate ties to home. Go ahead.
No, that's not the question. The question what I want to ask is, how will I justify, since my husband is in Dubai, I'll be moving to
See, you are an Indian national, you are applying from India. Your address of residence is in India. It happens often there where spouses are working in other countries.
Okay, so that's not a concern.
That's not really a concern.
Okay, and the second question is, for my work experience, what all documentation would be needed? Because from my current employer, I have my offer letter and my salary certificate, but not my salary slips.
If you have received your salary in your bank statement, that should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So my current bank address for my GIC account is in New Delhi, but my permanent address is in Rajasthan, as per passport.
It doesn't matter.
So would that be? No, that's not possible.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So, it's September program. Loyalists will finish fast. It's one of the few institutions which are open for September intake. If you're planning for September, do reach out to our team and we'll try to get your application.
Yeah, I'm targeting the January program.
Then that's fine. It's not yet open, so you still have time. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. And next question I have here is from Annie Marie. I spoke. Vijay Katari I spoke, and Dr. Sayali here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sayali, yes, please.
Yes, sir. So my question is, sir, I have just completed with my studies, that is MBA in Healthcare and Hospital Management, and I have got a letter of acceptance from like I had got from three colleges, but I have accepted it from London College for advanced healthcare leadership program. So my recent college is not ready to provide me with the mark sheet of the fourth semester and the provisional degree certificate. So I'm just not getting how I can apply, because they say that they will require 3 months to produce it. So can I apply with the transcripts? Will that be fine, or I need to have the provisional degree certificate?
See, if you when are you graduating, or when have you already graduated?
No, I have just completed with my exam on 8th of March, and my results will come in the 2nd or the 3rd week of April.
Okay. You can take a letter from your institution, from your college or a university where you have graduated, an official letter stating that you have successfully completed your studies and also indicating the grades, and that should be helpful.
Okay, so with that I can apply for the visa as well.
Yeah. If your provisional degree is missing, if you have an official confirmation, your mark sheets, all your mark sheets should be, you should submit all your mark sheets. The visa officer should clearly see your individual mark sheets every semester, and also your overall, and also an official confirmation from your college or a university in your home country, India, that you have, graduated. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
So the certificate will suffice that this is the student and she has cleared her examination, last year examination, and she has cleared her MBA degree. So that will be fine, like in proper way, that will be fine, and then I can attach that letter and apply for the student visa, because it's for September 2021 ended.
Yes, it is definitely possible.
Okay, sir. Yeah, that was the only query.
Okay, good. I hope you're applying through my office.
Sir, I had spoke to one of your consultants, so I was a bit confused, and then I applied with like some other consultant.
That's fine, no issues. We'll still be happy to help you. Okay.
No, now I have to apply with my spouse and a child. So we are looking out for options, and I'm confused because the processing time is so high that I'm not getting. I should apply, I should not apply. I've already got it, but they are not ready to apply for my spouse and a child. She's 2 years, 4 months old. So we are just keeping fingers crossed and looking forward for get all the documents as to apply under STS.
Okay. Well, so I wish you good luck. Hope it works out for you. Patrick, anything urgent, Patrick?
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm in the live session, Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll connect back with you in the evening, okay?
Sir, I say contact your consultants in India, because I'm in Mumbai and I have talked to someone maybe from south of India. I don't know.
We have processing teams in North India and South India. But again, see, get your visa and then you can think about your spouse. As I just explained, I think it's a very, when you apply together with your family, it is very difficult to, justify proof, ties to your home country.
And it's because I have a relative in Canada as well, because my spouse, real brother, he is in Canada.
That's fine. That's not an issue, right? So what you can always justify, see, having a real brother is definitely, it is an advantage. For you, it will be, you can definitely explain your statement of purpose. There is nothing to hide here. The visa officers will see it. Use it to your advantage. You can definitely say that, my spouse, elder brother is living in Canada, has a very positive feedback about the Canadian education system, about the post-study, you are eligible for a postgraduate work permit as well, right? So you can talk about Canada and how it will improve your career, and you can confirm that personally, it's not just you have heard through other people, but you have family there, and they have confirmed and they have told you many times how good Canada is and how safe it is and the quality of education. You can definitely indicate that. It's no big deal, because see, in the application form, in the visa application form, they will definitely see, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Hello. Well, we appreciate that, sir. This is Sunil, our spouse actually. So, as you mentioned that we would love to get in touch with your office in order to get our further queries resolved.
Sure. Send an email. Facebook, WhatsApp, social media is not an official channel for communication if you are planning to apply. I think you are in a Facebook group and you will see our email out there, info@cipstudyabroad.com. Please send an email and we will, a regional manager will contact you. We will delegate a personal manager who will support you throughout the process. And if you have any questions, every day 9 o'clock till 10:30, all CIP students can reach out to me and I'll be here to support. And if it is anything urgent, you can always contact me directly if your personal manager is unable to answer the queries. Okay.
All right, we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir.
Let me walk through the questions as it is received, right? So I have a question here from Grace Elvira. Grace, are you here, Grace? Okay, I think Grace might have actually, it's 11:12, that was about half an hour ago. She might have actually left the stream. Sankalp here. Sankalp, are you here, Sankalp? Sankalp Singhal. Yeah, I see you're here, Sankalp. Can you unmute, Sankalp?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Sankalp. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. I'm a merchant navy professional and I've been looking to switch my profession now and settle on land and get a job on land. So I've been looking at courses and with my background, I think supply chain management was a safe bet and it was related to my field. So just to check, I had applied to Humber in January with my present background. What all degree? I have a degree in Bachelor in Nautical Science. So I had applied there and I got an admit. So I wanted to ask if this program is useful for getting into the PR stuff because I calculated my PR CRS score, it is 53 right now. So with this program, will it help me or what would you suggest?
What is your age, Sankalp?
I'm 27 right now.
You're 27, no issues. See, Sankalp, one of the reasons why, it's for Canada, study is not just business. For example, for US, UK, they are in the business of education. But for Canada, international students are future Canadians. You have an official opportunity to stay back and apply for immigration. There are official pathways. So you are getting additional points for Canadian education. You're also getting additional points for your Canadian work experience post-study, right? If you study 1 year in Humber College, you can apply for a 1-year postgraduate work permit. Calculate your CRS score with your 1 year work experience in Canada, and you will see that you're probably around 500, right? And also, if you see, if you go back and see the ITAs for express entry, you will see that every year the government of Canada has issued specific CEC specific draws, right? Canadian experience class draws. So Canadian government is supporting international students. They understand that international students are investing their time and money, and you already have the Canadian education. You already understand the Canadian culture. You already have the Canadian work experience. So you are given priority. So as you see this year, because of the COVID, the government has specifically fast-tracked international students who, on postgraduate work permit and workers here in Canada, and almost about 35,000 ITAs have been issued. So for you, if everything is okay, if your study visa is approved, if you finish your 1-year study, and if you have your 1-year Canadian work experience, no issues at all.
Yes, sir. And also, I've been following your channel. So I've got in touch with a local representative. I think so from Surat office.
Nihil,
so,
right? Okay.
Nihil, yeah. So he has applied in Sentinel too. And we are waiting for a confirmation from there.
Okay, that's good. Nihil, actually, he will be joining our Canada team. He is He is he is not only working in CIP, but he is will be studying masters here in Canada in Northeastern University. So he'll be starting probably the next 2 months. So we will. Where are you from? आप कहाँ से हो?
I'm from Mumbai, sir.
You're from Mumbai. Okay. So we will delegate you to another team. You'll have another personal manager, and you can always reach out to me, and you can always reach out to your personal manager. We'll delegate you to another manager after he knows it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Yeah. Murari here. Murari, are you here? Murari,
Hi, Gautham.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, Baba Murari. Hello now. How are you?
Yeah, Gautham.
I'm good. Yeah. Tell me. So your question is about travel, right? So there's a lot of confusion regarding the best time to travel. General advice for students is not to travel too early and not too late. There is an advisory from IRCC which states like students should not travel 21 days before the start date. But again, finding accommodation is a big challenge. It is not easy. So from this perspective, remember, if you have friends or relatives in Canada helping with your accommodation, 21 days is fine. But again, sometimes it might take more because of the sheer volume of international students coming in, right? At the same time, accommodation might be a bit of a challenge, so it might take time. So ideally, I would advise, if you do not have any friends or relatives helping you with the accommodation, ideally, I would advise you to come about 4 to 6 weeks before the start date. Okay.
Sure, Gautham. And మీ పోస్ట్ చూసాను ఒకసారి గ్రూప్ లో లైక్ మీరు direct flight ki suggest chestunaru emna reason unda daniki like
yes
not connecting.
I was actually talking to one of our prospective students who is a senior manager in the airlines, and what he mentioned that is because of the air bubble agreement, I actually wanted to post this today but did not have the time. As per the air bubble agreement, which is it facilitates direct flights, so Air India, Air Canada, one, right? You wouldn't have any unexpected issues if you're going. I know flights, stopover flights with 1 or 2 stopovers are cheaper, but again, if there is any local pandemic issues, they might stop you, and there is also a higher risk of infection if there is any infection. If there is unfortunately any infected person who is actually in the flight or in the area, right? It might happen, unfortunately, right? So from that perspective, even though everybody has tested, every week we see updates from local Canadian news channels that there are people with COVID positive flying into Canada. I don't know how it is, but from that perspective, one, as per the air bubble agreement, direct flights are approved as a priority. And if you go for a flight which has a stopover, what I understand from the discussion is there is no guarantee that you will be boarding your flight. Second, the refund policies, there will be a lot of you might not be able to get the full refund if that happens. Okay, so from that perspective, it is I would probably say yes, you'll be spending another 15 to 20,000 rupees for direct flights, but again, you will have peace of mind. You will sit in a flight without stopover, and you will come to Toronto in 14 to 15 hours, and you will not have to stress what is going to happen. Okay.
Sure, Gautham. And can we complete the quarantine with our friends who are traveling in the same flight? The hotel quarantine and the 11 days quarantine?
Yes. What I hear is that recently there have been updates from students, and also some of them have posted that if you're flying in the same flight, you can. Previously, it was only family members were allowed, but what I understand now is you can book. You can stay in the hotel room together with the friends who are traveling in the same flight with you. Okay. Again, always take a second advice. Try to connect with IRCC and Health Canada to confirm it. But again, what I hear is, yes, you can share your room with your friends if they are traveling in the same flight. Okay.
Including that 11 days quarantine, right? Apart from hot quarantine.
Yes, including the 11 days quarantine.
Gautam,
okay, getting to the 11 days quarantine, let me get back. If it is a hotel,
sure.
I was just talking to one of my students who spoke to the university, and they mentioned that, if it is a hotel, they can stay together for the 11 days quarantine. But if it is not a hotel, and if it is an Airbnb, they will have to stay in separate rooms. Okay. So, yeah, Murari, just hold on a second. Hello. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you.
I am in a meeting. Can I get back to you in a couple of hours?
Couple of hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too long.
Sorry, I have my meeting set up.
All right. I'll wait.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, so one hotel quarantine is okay to stay with your friends. That is what I hear. But again, for second opinion, do connect with IRCC and Health Canada. If you're 11 days quarantine, if you're living in a hotel, again, it seems to be okay. But if it is Airbnb, it has to be a separate check-in, and also share in our FB group. That would be helpful for other students as well.
Sure, Gautam. I have this prior question. If we are traveling as a group of 5 people, if we are on the same flight, can we book an appointment upfront, and can we complete the 11 days quarantine there, and can we continue staying there itself? Is that possible?
Separate rooms or in one room? 1 or 2 rooms?
In a thing, 5 people in 2 rooms, like that.
As I just mentioned, Airbnb, for some reason, it was mentioned that students should have separate rooms, though they can use the common areas. Again, I'm not an official authority on that. Don't take my official advice as a final advice. Do reach out to IRCC and Health Canada and check with them. Okay?
Sure, Gautam. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's a question here from Tyagi Conestoga about study permit extension. Tyagi, are you here, Tyagi?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Tyagi. You've been waiting for some time as well.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that's not an issue, sir. But sir, I'm currently in Canada and I'm pursuing project management from Conestoga College.
Okay.
So because of this COVID pandemic, I've deferred my course from May 2020 to January 2021. So my study permit date is expiry is the same as when my course is ending, that is 21st of August 2021.
No issues. So I think we spoke yesterday on Tyagi, yesterday on our Instagram session, right?
Yeah, but yesterday my internet got the fluctuation, so I was not able to listen properly about your views.
Okay, so you can, no issues, Tyagi. What you can do is, option 1, you can submit your study permit extension now. Okay, you can add a short explanation letter stating that your course is, you're graduating in December 31st, but you will need additional time to receive your course completion letter and your transcript. As such, you are requesting an additional 3 to 4 months of extension. Okay, that is fine. And if you're going for a second program, right? Are you going for a second program?
Yeah, I'm planning to go for that.
Okay. So if you're going for a second program and if you're considering any other colleges, do reach out to us. If you will apply to any of the colleges, our partner colleges where we are paid for our services, we'll help you with your study permit extension without any additional charges, but it's still an easy process. You can apply now, and with a request explaining that you will need time to get your course completion letter and transcripts. That is one option. Second, if you're applying, so that you don't have to pay 2 times, so you don't have to apply and pay the tuition study permit application fees. You can submit your application, through us for your second program if it is not in Conestoga. Other colleges, for Conestoga, since you're a current student, you will have to go with Conestoga. You will have to apply directly. We are not authorized to submit your application in Conestoga if you're already a Conestoga student. Okay, so So if you have acceptance to a second program, pay the 1 year tuition, 1 semester tuition fees, show a bank balance, and then you can extend your study permit.
So in that case, if I'm applying for another course from different college, I do not need any transcript from the Conestoga college because if I'm applying a month prior from the study permit.
We do not need your transcript. What we would need at that time is your enrollment letter, and if you have completed your first semester, we will need your first semester mark sheets. Okay. Yeah. Reach out to me, Tyagi. You have our number, right? You have my number.
Yes, actually, Sir Animesh Rana is my roommate. So
Animesh, yes. Animesh was at my home last week. Very close to me, very nice person. Yeah, sure. No issues. We'll be happy to help you. Yeah, I was driving Animesh back and he was actually explaining me about, he was telling me about you. No issues. We'll be happy to help you. Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for your guidance.
You're welcome. Yeah. I have a few queries here in our your YouTube channel. So just give me a second. There's some private chats here. Okay, I just spoke to Kalpana, I think, PhD in Quebec admission. Okay, that's done. Natasha Nair. Natasha, I'm not sure if you are still here, Natasha. I think she's left.
Hello, sir. Harsha here.
Yeah.
Sir, I have already sent you my query. Actually, I have applied for this May 2021 intake, the study permit, for the study permit thing, and it's still currently in progress, sir. So what are the insights you would be giving for me? So what are the further steps should I take? Because it's still in progress, and I actually got an admit from Lambton. And so the classes would be starting this May 3rd or 10th, something in the first week of May. So what would you suggest to do me, sir?
So your application is pending. You are still, you submitted your study permit application and you're waiting for the decision.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay. So, from there's not really much you can do, Harsha. You will have to wait.
Okay, sir. So, like the current trend is also sometimes they're processing somewhere around the Feb end files, and sometimes they're giving some December files. So, what could we expect? Like, do we need to still go on waiting or raise any web forms to expedite the process, or
there is
anything we could do?
Harsha, there is no way you'll be able to expedite the process. Unfortunately, you will just have to wait because, see, what we see is some applications which were recently submitted are getting the decision. Some applications where, some applications from November, October are getting decisions because they are pending because, see, there are different visa offices and visa units. So some do it at one pace, other do it at another pace. There is no set order, right? You have to pull up this application. You have to pull up this application based on the availability, based on the order of applications submitted. Okay. So unfortunately, it's a difficult situation out here where you just have to wait and hope for the best.
Okay, sir. So, and the Lambton isn't giving any deferment as well, and I don't know how to proceed ahead with the online classes, and it's so chaotic and completely ununderstandable what to do.
See, Lambton is one of those colleges. They are very supportive of international students. If you start your studies and if you get a refusal by the end of the semester, I believe they are giving a full refund.
Oh yeah, by deducting some $250 or something.
Exactly. So if you're understanding Lambton, you have usually Lambton is very competitive, and students who have good academics usually get acceptance into Lambton College. So I'm not really concerned if you have good academics, your IELTS is good, and if the proposed program of study relevant. I don't really see this.
That's the only concern I have, sir. Like, I have pursued my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and currently I have applied for the majors in computer software and database development into IT field. Actually,
how many years of work experience do you have, Harsha?
2 years of work experience in IT field.
It should be possible. Again, as I said, you have no options, very limited options. You can study online, and I'm sure by the time you will get your decision, and you have nothing to fear because you have work experience. It should be fine. Worst case, it's only $250. Okay.
Yeah, true, sir. Yeah, but yeah, I'm hoping for the positive, but still, it's so currently it's a panicky situation that whether to proceed ahead or step back, or that's how it is actually. Initially, I spoke with you like a couple of months ago, and you have actually suggested me to drop an application for Conestoga for a computer software course itself. Then I spoke to like some of agents of yours, and I have dropped a mail, but I didn't got a revert at all. Like I have waited for almost a couple of weeks. In fact,
should
a month.
Call. You don't see. Remember, if you need anything, you call 10 times, 100 times. Simple. Sometimes it's to be honest, I'm struggling with staff in India. Everybody wants to work for Google, Amazon, those big companies, but for small businesses like us, it has been a challenge to find the right people and to train. But anyway, no big deal. If you want, remember, we get hundreds of messages every day on WhatsApp, and we get hundreds of messages on Facebook and Instagram, right? Simple. If you are interested, you call. If you're not interested, you will find 100 reasons to justify.
Yeah, sir. Unfortunately, it didn't really happen. But anyways,
it's okay. No big deal. No big deal. That's fine. Okay.
Anyways, like all of your groups on social media have been like truly supportive, and it's been like very informative as well to get some good insights regarding the current process and all that stuff. So thanks a lot for everything that's being done.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure also for us to have an opportunity to reach out to so many students across not just India, but from many other countries to support them with the dreams to study. So thank you, Harsha. I have a question here from Rohit. Rohit Katari says, can I apply for 7 years gap of study? Rohit, age is no bar to study. Yes, you can definitely apply. There are many students, and in fact, I was also an adult student. I'm 46 this year, and I came to Canada also on a study visa when I was 38. So definitely possible, 38, 39. In fact, I tend to forget that. 39, and it's definitely possible as long as you have good academics and if the proposed program of study is relevant, it should be fine. Okay. Kirtana here, Kirtana Madhavan, with non-clinical course is good for dentist in Canada. For non-clinical courses, Masters in Public Health, definitely a good option, but very limited seats as a high priority for Canadian, high demand, and priority is given for Canadians and permanent residents. You could definitely, we work with Trinity Western University. They have a Masters in Healthcare Leadership. It's a non-clinical course for leadership in healthcare, and we have many students who are actually have applied for this program, and we'll be happy to help you if you're interested. So Kirtana, do reach out to us. I'm not sure if we have communicated before, and if you are Kirtana, the IELTS trainer, or if not, do reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you. Okay. And yes, please.
Yes, sir. So my name is Hitesh Patel. So
yes,
I'm from Mumbai. Sir.
Yes, Hitesh.
I'm waiting since last 1 hour.
Sure, but sorry, sorry, Hitesh. Yes, please go ahead.
No problem, sir. Actually, sir, I'm a little bit, demotivated because, sir, I got refusal twice for the Environmental Technology Fast Track program in Durham College.
So your visa has been refused. Your visa was refused.
Two times, sir. Sir, let me tell you about my profile, sir.
See, before you go, Hitesh, remember, see, Fast Track program is an undergraduate program. Yes, students who already have bachelors can apply. But again, from the perspective of playing safe, right, it is important to choose a program which is a higher credential. Okay, so what was the reason for your refusal?
Sir, first time I just got one refusal reason that you won't leave Canada at the end of that stay based on the purpose of visit. Second time they said that your studies are not reasonable in light of a previous qualification. So sir, let me tell you about my previous studies. I have done my Bachelor of Science in Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics in 2018. And since 2019 to 20, I was working as a part-time tutor for mathematics and science in local tuition classes. So now, sir, I am a little confused on which course should I choose if I am applying for the visa then.
See, so what was your most recent work experience?
Sir, I worked as a part-time teacher, part-time teacher for maths and science.
How many years?
In local classes. 1 year, sir. 1 year.
Only 1 year.
Yes. While I was preparing for my IELTS and everything,
and your bachelor's is civil engineering?
No, physics, chemistry, mathematics, BSc Science.
BSc Science, and you have applied. It's a very difficult.
Yes,
BSc
yes.
Science ke baad you have been teaching. You do not have any industry work experience. Definitely. Did you apply for GCMS notes, Hitesh?
Yes, sir. I applied, and it says that based on previous qualifications, the environmental technology program does not seem to be reasonable. This is the GCMS notes. It says.
Okay. See, what I would suggest you is, to be honest, take your time out. It's very important to choose a program which is relevant to your education or work experience. Okay.
Right.
From your education, it is a pain point. It's very difficult. Sorry, just give me a second. Khajamia.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ma'am, I'm in the live session, Khajamia.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. ठीक है. I couldn't get back to you yesterday evening, Khaja.
No problem. So take your time.
Yeah, but just to be short, focus on your core mechanical job opportunities. That is more important, right? Okay. ठीक है, मैं आपको I'll try to get back by today.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sorry. So Hitesh, my advice for you is, your English skills are very good. Your communication skills are very good, right?
Yes.
And get some work experience, 1 to 2 years, good work experience in business administration, in marketing, in digital marketing, and apply for those programs, right?
Okay.
I would
now, sir, now I don't have any option to apply for based on physics or mathematics course or chemistry.
You already have 2 refusals, Hitesh. Right. So go see.
Yes.
What was your percentage in bachelor's?
65%.
65%. Okay. And if you don't mind asking, how much are you earning these days? Your salary?
Well, I was, sir, actually, I used to work as a part-time tutor, but I used to take private tuition. So I used to earn 40 to 50,000 rupees per month.
Okay. Private tutor during the daytime or in the evening?
After 4 p.m. I used to work. Okay. And in classes, I used to work in the morning, 7 to 9.
7 to 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, we need good people like you with good communication skills. If you are interested to, join CIP team, do reach out to me, Hitesh. Get some work experience for 1 or 2 years, and then apply for a program which is, which is relevant to your work experience. With your current background, it is a difficult pay. It's a pain point.
Right. So, sir, how can I reach out to you or your team?
You can reach out to me. If you are in a Facebook group, you'll see my number 1647-833-5257.
Yes, sir. I have a WhatsApp number as well. I messaged you last 2-3 weeks back. I messaged you.
Lot of messages. Many messages, Hitesh. Give me a missed call now. Yeah. I'll pull it up and we can discuss. But again, for you, Hitesh, to be honest, it's shooting in dark. If you still want to apply 3rd time, it's basically shooting in dark.
No, sir. I want to apply later on also, but I just want to get there. So I'll work on it, whatever you said. Right now, I'll just contact you if there are any opportunities for me, so we can work it out together.
Sure, Hitesh. Okay, then. Yeah, take care. One thing which I've been very fortunate with CIP, every person in our team, exceptions, I think 1 or 2 people are people who have joined me in this journey together. Nihil is one of our students. He helped me with the Surat office, but he was also a prospective student who applied through CIP, and he was there for almost about 1.5 years to support us. He applied through some other agency and for a non-relevant program, and he was refused. And after finally 1.5 years, we'll be able to get as well. Sibin, his wife, applied through us, and he helped me with Kochi office. Krunal, his wife, applied for York. He helped me with our Kochi office. Hamza Pathan, one of my favorite students, close students, he and his parents helped me with Ahmedabad office, and his sister Adiba is very very disciplined and helpful. She's working in CIP. So majority of the people who are associated with CIP are current students in the process who worked with us and then moved to Canada, and some who stayed back. Right. So love to have more people who have been in this journey and have a special relationship with us. Okay, Hitesh?
Yes. I'll definitely contact you, sir. Definitely. I'll give you a missed call right now if
Sure,
possible. Then,
yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So any more questions here? I still see about 7 people here. Muhammad. Hello, Muhammad. Are you from Egypt who contacted me yesterday, Muhammad?
Yes, I am.
I know, observed that you've been watching patiently. Thank you for waiting, Muhammad. So sorry to hear your refusal. As you have just seen, when you are applying for an undergraduate program, unfortunately, the risk of refusal is high, right? So.
Okay. So if I have to say that I will give the officer something else, not to change my program of study. If I say that job offer here after I have choose this program, it will be good for me.
Okay. Yeah, Hitesh, this is you, right? Yeah. Okay, Hitesh, I'll save your number. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. See, remember, Muhammad, you can always justify, you can always explain, but again, you are a physiotherapist and you applied for an undergraduate program, which is fitness and health promotion. Okay. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out, but unfortunately, in your situation, it did not work out because it is a lower credential. One of the reasons is because you are a bachelor, you are an adult student, you are a physiotherapist, and you applied for an undergraduate program, which is for students who are, after grade 12. Okay. I would definitely advise you to consider other programs. There are programs, therapeutic recreation, which is a good program for students who are from physiotherapy background. I'll be happy to help you with that. Let me check in. And, sorry, I was not able to get back because we have many spouse open work permit applications pending, and we are trying to manage, our applications. And some of our core team in Canada is not here, and some of our core team from India are coming here. So we are in a mix now with high workload. So getting back, yes, you can give it a try. But again, to be honest, once you have a visa refusal, it will be a minus in your future applications, Mohammed.
Okay, so I have to wait and try for the last try.
I don't think it makes sense for you to try again for the same program, Mohammed. I wouldn't try for the same program. I wouldn't try for the same program unless you really want to play in the dark. I wouldn't probably do that. It's basically, just playing in the dark. Yeah, from the visa perspective, remember, how is your now if you resubmit, how is your application different from your previous application, what you have submitted? What is the justification you have to give to the visa officer why this program is relevant to you, right? Is your program for May intake, Mohammed, or for is it for May intake or is it for September intake? Mohammed?
So the internet single here is very bad, so I didn't hear you very well.
So is your acceptance for September intake or for May intake?
Okay, I will send to you my data again, and let's check it again to see what is the solution we can do for this. Okay.
No. Okay. So are you applying for your September intake or a May intake? May or September intake? Which intake?
Yes, September intake.
You have time. So what I suggest you, Mohammed, is to apply for GCMS notes. Okay. Do you have any friends here in Canada?
I have for GCMC notes.
Yes.
I have applied for this yesterday.
Okay.
And I think it will take 30 days to have these notes.
Yes. So what I suggest you, what I suggest you is you are for September intake. You still have at least 5 months of time. So let's wait for your GCMS notes. Based on that, then we will make a decision if it makes sense to proceed and reapply for your visa. Okay. So I'll be happy to help you. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. But let's wait for the information on your visa refusal.
Okay, Mr. Gautham.
Okay, so let's wait and we will look in as well, okay? And I think your name is also very much similar to me. Your name is Dr. Haitham.
My English is what?
No, your name is Dr. Haitham, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I am Gautham, and it sounds similar as well, but a bit different. Okay, with G. Okay, my friend. So let's wait. I would advise you to wait for your GCMS notes, and then we'll take it forward. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, and So any other questions today, or shall we wrap up this live session? I have my friend Altaf here. Altaf, all good. You've sent the documents. In probably in 1 or 2 hours, I will wrap up this messages, and then I will get back to spouse open work permit.
No, sir. I mean, I'm just here enjoying the conversation, trying to understand the permutations and combinations that are going around.
I understand.
And it's always a good learning when we get to hear different perspectives of different people who are trying to apply.
Yes.
It kind of educates you as well. And that is the reason why that time is
every day is a learning, every application we get to learn something new when there's so much of happening out here. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
So this was just the learning session. I had nothing to ask you. I know that.
That's fine. That's fine. No issues. Yeah. आपका दोस्त का हो गया. We've submitted the application. Fingers crossed. Hope everything gets well.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Gauthamji. I mean, we are good to go. I mean, over here. Whenever you get the time,
we'll work on this today afternoon. I'll be working on them. Yeah. Thank you, guys. So thank you very much. And Sarah from our Philippines is still here. It's almost about 12:30 for her. Okay. So I guess if we have no questions, let me wrap up a session. So thank you, guys. My name is Gautham Kolluri, and I'm a regulated immigration consultant and founder director of CIP Study Abroad. We have offices and processing teams in India, Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Russia, Philippines, Brazil, and we have students from all over the world, not just India and Eastern Europe applying. We are a virtual platform. Any questions, please reach out to us during our live sessions. We do live sessions on Monday and Wednesday on Facebook and Tuesday on Instagram. For students applying through CIP, you can reach out to me every day on our Zoom sessions at 9 a.m. Toronto time. And if you have any discussions, if you have any queries, please post your queries in our Facebook group. We have one of the largest Facebook groups with about 41,000 almost group members and growing as we talk. Many current students out there who have been through this journey, and CIP team out there also to help you support and answer your queries. So guys, thank you for joining a live QA session, and we'll connect again next week. Thank you very much, and bye-bye. Have a good night.